Welcome back everyone, and this will be a very brief haul from the Oddities and Curiosities Expo. I couldn't find my mic stand, so I hope it's okay sound-wise to just use the camera audio. This is a very well-known expo that comes around every year, and they have multiple stops throughout the US. I've only gone once a couple years back. I think I have the haul from that time. I wasn't too impressed. I did enjoy going. I went with family and we got to see a lot of interesting things, but I do recall not finding a lot of stuff. I definitely had a haul, but there wasn't too much I was interested in. I primarily go to things for artwork and very unique pieces, whereas there was a lot of taxidermy there, which is the whole point. They are the Oddities and Curiosities Expo, but I personally am not really a fan of the idea of buying taxidermy or having formaldehyde specimens in my house. I just don't care to have dead animals in my house, basically. I think the only exception would be if I found a really, really nice butterfly or moth in a frame for a good price. But other than that, I'm just not into it. So my initial impression of it was kind of lukewarm. And the vendors definitely vary depending on your local area. Some of the vendors do travel with the show, but a lot of them are local. So, you know, your mileage may vary depending on where you live. You may get different vendors that aren't the best and others that are amazing. But I went this year just because I miss going to events, and we haven't been going to Dragon Con the last couple years, so I really wanted to see how it changed, especially because it hasn't been in the Austin area for a while. So when I saw it was coming back, I bought my ticket, went with a friend, and I was pleasantly surprised by what I found. This is my haul. The bag came from one vendor, but I put everything in it that I bought. So I'll just pull from the bag as I see stuff. I'll start with this tiny little bag. So this bag came from occultherbsandtonics.com. They sell a bunch of different custom herbs and spice mix that are occult themed, which I thought was fun. So I got... Oh wait, this isn't everything. So I got 4, one of which was for a friend, so she already took hers. And I think I left the pizza one in the kitchen, so unfortunately I don't have that with me. Here are the other 2 that I purchased. I got raspberry chipotle lime and Korean barbecue blend, mainly because she said these were the 2 spicy mixes she had, and also they just smelled really good. She had the samples on the table for you to smell, and these 2 smelled really good. So I'm excited to try these with some chicken, vegetables, all kinds of stuff. And like I said, I did get another one that was like a pizza topping that we did try out with baked pizza. I had frozen pizza I put in the oven and we sprinkled it on top of that, but we decided that it's probably more for when you're actually making the pizza and you sprinkle on the sauce. It was very flavorful though, once you drizzled a ton of it onto the pizza slice. We're on the pricey side. I think they were $15 each, and then you got a small discount if you got 2. This vendor also sold a variety of hot cocoa mixes and some other stuff, so that was pretty interesting. Next, I don't have a card. I did take a picture of their QR code on the way out, so I'll just pop that in somewhere and hopefully there's some kind of name of the vendor. My friend and I just got this seashell that was really cool. I think, what did we pay? 2 for $15? Something like that? But yeah, super cool. It's pearlescent on the back. And then another vendor I don't have the name of. They didn't have a business card. I think was, I don't even know if they made this one. Oddities and, what does this say? Dark Matter Oddities. But yeah, this was the last pin they had of this guy, so I'm really happy to have asked for it and decided to buy it right then and there. There's certain things that you definitely, as soon as you see them, if you really like it, just go ahead and buy it right away, because if you come back, it might be sold out. And I was buying stuff right away, so I had to really pace myself towards the end there. Next, I have a couple makeup lip glosses and sticks from a company called Our Darling. So this vendor primarily sold makeup, as you can tell, and they had not only lip stains, not lip stains, liquid lipsticks, lip glosses. They also had makeup palettes, some eyeliners. They were really nice, honestly. She had testers on the table so you could try them out, and those oh my goodness, eyeliners were really smooth. But I primarily got the lip glosses and liquid lipsticks because I really liked how they applied. They were very smooth and a little gel-like. These reminded me a lot of the Kat Von D and the NYX liquid lipsticks. But my issue with NYX, even though they are really nice, they dry immediately and they are very dry. They're like, you can immediately tell you put them on your lips. They're very thick. And I was not the biggest fan of that, so I don't even wear them too often. But I liked how these were a little on the sheer side. You can build them up, and they definitely dry fast. So I got 2 lip glosses and 2 liquid lipsticks. I think these are the 2. I got I think Love Token was a lip gloss. Fetish, I think, was a liquid lipstick, and then Casket Plate as well. And then Love Token was a lip gloss. I guess I should probably swatch it. That's what makeup people do, right? But I don't want to waste the product. But look at that color. It's so cool. I like the darker reds and purples. Super pretty. And we were able to swatch them at the table. She had makeup remover wipes for us, which was nice. Let's see. Let's do Fetish. I think Fetish was a liquid lipstick. And I don't wear lip gloss at all, but I do enjoy how it's, when you apply it to actual lipstick, how it looks. So I figured I'd give this a try because it's kind of hard to find darker glosses. They're all either clear or very... I really liked this one. She said this is the first shimmery tone that she had tried. It does not look as pretty as it does in person on my hand. I swear, it's gorgeous in person. Then there is Effigy. I had to come back for this one. I originally bought just 3, I think. And then I had to go back for this one because I kept thinking about it. Look at that pretty purple tone. Oh, that was a lot. Look at that. Ah, so pretty. Ooh, it layers really well with the gray one. Unfortunately, my hands are just going to be like this the rest of the video. I didn't prepare and bring makeup remover wipes with me. And then, I thought I already did Fetish, but not. This is a gloss. This is a black gloss. It looks really cool on top of the other lipsticks. I'm trying not to waste product, so that's why I'm not really showing y'all a good swatch of it. Because these were not cheap. I would say these... Gosh, I don't remember how much liquid lipsticks from like NYX or Kat Von D were. I think Kat Von D was on the pricier side. Whereas NYX maybe was like $10 or $12 per liquid lipstick. These, I would say, I think they were $15 each. So for an indie brand, I mean, I'll definitely get use out of them. But yes, I primarily was really interested in the Fetish one because it is a black gloss and I don't see that very often. And then she just had really cool darker tone and colors on the table. So very excited. I probably won't get to wear most of these on my everyday just because I don't wear makeup to work. And I have my lip balm from a Korean brand, but it's more kind of natural tone colored so that people don't immediately assume I'm wearing lipstick. But I will be going to a concert in September, so I'm definitely going to try these lipsticks out for that. Next, I have this bag. This is from a candle maker. Did they have a card? I don't think so. I may have to... I think this is one person as well. I'll have to put the QR code. But their branding, I think, is on the product. Night Rituals Occults. So they made candles and they had homemade tea as on the table as well. I bought 2 things from them. Their wax melt and then a candle. They had this one that was moonflower oil. I'd never heard of that really, but it smelled really good. It's kind of a softer, I don't even know what to describe it. It's sweet, but not very. It's like slightly floral, but it's very soft of a smell. If it was a lot stronger, I probably wouldn't have liked it. And it's purple. The seller said that she hails from the Appalachian Mountains area, that area. And this is a very common flower up there. So a lot of what she sold was handmade with ingredients that are commonly sold where she lived, which I thought was cool. Kind of an apothecary vibe. And then this is the candle I bought. It has the same ingredient, moonflower oil, but it also has lavender, which I'm not too big of a fan of, but this thing smelled amazing. So I just went ahead and got it. And I appreciate the container. So this says Appalachian Ritual Candles, 12 ounces, and she said this will burn for at least 60 hours. So I think I paid $25 for this, which is like Bath & Body Works full price for a candle. I never buy those full price. I usually wait for a sale, but I'm willing to pay that price for an indie brand. So excited to burn these, and this will be going to work with me because I have a wax melter in my office. And then she had included these little eggs in my bag that had candy in them, which was sweet of her. The last item that I purchased, I'm very excited for. So there was a lot of actually handmade pottery artists here. Well, not a lot. I would say there was at least 3 to 5 booths. This one interested me a lot. First of all, the glaze colors that they do were so pretty. My camera's ISO went down. It's not giving it justice how bright and shiny this is, especially under the lighting of the convention center. It's so pretty. And she had a lot of various ones. I chose the little mushroom one, but she also had shot glass sizes, a couple of little trinket trays, some ring holders that were kind of funny, and then more rounded cauldron domes with little legs that were textured to look like the moon. Super cool, really creative. She also had a couple of these that were ocean themed, like with corals on them. I was so tempted by those, but there wasn't one that I really liked the colors of as much as this one. This was $65, so a bit on the pricey side, but it is handmade. This is not for cooking, and I definitely told her that I'm primarily going to use this for a ping plant. You guys can kind of see my growing carnivorous plant collection in the back there. I plan to go to a plant convention as well as a little workshop with the local carnivorous store here in my area. And I'm definitely going to get a ping plant to put in this. Ping plants are great for pots without drainage holes. Although even though it doesn't have a drainage hole, I definitely could make one because it is ceramic. Like it's dry on the bottom. If I got a diamond drill bit, I could definitely add one. But yeah, pings don't really need a drainage hole. They love to sit on rocks so long as they stay a little wet every now and again. So this is great for that. And I love collecting small little pots, unique pots. I'm dumb and forgot to show you all the business card of the ceramics artist. Definitely check them out. Their work is amazing. So that's the rest of the actual stuff. Everything else will be art or stationery, which I didn't buy a lot of, but there was plenty at the actual expo. This is from Eliza Mary Creative. She had really cool items on her table, a lot of prints, but I primarily went there to get some artwork. Here's her card, really pretty. Oh, perfect, QR code. See, this is what y'all need. I got this sticker. She had a lot of mushroom and ghost imagery, and it was buy 3 and get a discount. I went back primarily for this little snail with the pumpkin back. That's so cute. Little pumpkin shell. Adorable. Oh, I found a business card. I think this is from the vendor where I bought the seashell, so feel free to take a look at that. Next, this one I definitely have to find the QR code. I definitely took a picture of their QR code since they didn't have business cards. This artist had a lot of cute ghost prints, and this one caught my eye just because he looks so funny. He looks like he's seen some shit with the eyes and just poking out from a sunflower field or whatever that is. Very cute. Then I got something from Fog Barrow, which I feel like I saw them the last time I went to this expo. And from them, I bought these two prints. Very pretty. This one especially caught my eye, and then I kind of looked through all the rest of their prints, and this one was pretty as well. And see, that's what you need to do. Just put a stamp. Oh, this one's upside down, I think. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I love the stamp. I think the stamp is the way to go, because if you don't give me a business card, if you don't want to spend the money for a business card, I still at least need to know who you are, because I will forget. So I appreciate the stamp with the branding. And they even put it on the bag they gave me. Next, I have two prints, and from them, they had a lot of cute ghost prints. And I got these two. I'm kind of stocking up for my office for Halloween. I like to hang ghostly artwork in my office. You know, the type of artwork I like, there are some that are safe for work, but a lot of it isn't, or I feel like would be a little too scary. So it's hard for me to hang for my personal collection. So I like these ghost prints a lot. And I figured, okay, this is work appropriate and won't scare anyone. And it's cute. So excited to hang these up come Halloween time. And finally, I have three prints from this artist. I actually may have to, yeah, I think they didn't have a card. The name, oh, they do. This artist thankfully put their business card in the print. So even though I did take a picture of their QR code, I was still given a business card, which is great. The business card is not double-sided, so I'll just leave it in the bag. But this is a print, or these will be prints from an illustrator called Vincent Goth. Count of Goth, Residency of the what? I can't read that. Count of Goth, Residency of the Arts. But yes, their artwork was stunning. So first off, I have this small print from them. Look how gorgeous this is. It looks like digital painting. I think this was the main print that caught my eye when I passed by their booth. And the gentleman was dressed to the T like his artwork, and he also mentioned he owns a hearse. That was my dream car when I was younger. I really wanted a hearse. And then as I got older, I realized how much mileage that would take up and how inefficient it might be. But he said it's not too bad. It's not as bad as I would think. So maybe one day I will get a hearse as well. Very cool. And then I got two of the larger prints. I'm probably going to have to take these out of the plastic. And these larger ones are printed with kind of that soft texture feeling. They look really nice. They kind of look like they're printed on fabric. But look at this. Gorgeous. And if you bought two of the larger ones, you got the small one for free, so that's primarily why I got two. He's got his signature there. This looks like it was actually, like he wrote it with a metallic marker. That's pretty cool. But look at that. Beautiful. This is the main one that caught my eye, and then I looked around and I saw all the other prints, and really pretty. So very happy to have gotten that one. They were expensive, so I did have to make the walk because they were at the expo center, so I had to take a walk and come back, and thankfully they had all the prints that I still wanted. So I hope he did well, because his artwork is amazing. But that's everything that I purchased at this expo. I was very pleasantly surprised. Like I said, both my friend and I were pleasantly surprised, because like I said, the last time I feel like there wasn't a lot that I cared about. There were some small artists like this that I did purchase from, but for the most part it was a lot of generic booths with like I said, a lot of taxidermy, a lot of good taxidermy. We saw a lot of that today. A lot of really nice taxidermy where they dressed up the animal in like clown clothing or something, and they were in cute poses. But the last time I was there, I feel like it was all pretty generic taxidermy, you know, stuff in jars, stuff dried up that they just set on the table for you to buy just like that. A bunch of bones, a lot of horror-themed merchandise booths that I just didn't care for, where all they sold was, you know, just generic merchandise from the company, and they were just reselling. I feel like this time around there were definitely a lot more small business booths, which is great, because I very much enjoyed myself. So next time if this comes back to my area next year, I'm definitely gonna try and go. I'll definitely make a better thumbnail picture for this haul. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in any of these artists, I will leave links, or at least the names to their social media in the description. Also, small correction, the little ghost prints came from Peculiar Coffin on Instagram and on their website. I don't think they had a business card either. That's probably why they put their info on the back of the prints. It's been a while since I've done a haul that wasn't anime and manga, so this was nice. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.